going on, you guys? How you doing tonight? God bless you. Thank you for coming to Sons of God Ministries here on this Patreon channel, where today we are going to be continuing on from the beginning of our series that we did last week on the gods of deception, where we talked about the Ashipu, the Sebeti, ultimately this creation of a doctrine that has flooded the entire world and taken it like a storm, in other words, creating a mix of sorcery and a bunch of other stuff. We're going to tie in the Sumerians, the Akkadians, the Babylonians, and ultimately we're going into the biblical scriptures tonight, as it is. But we have to lay a foundation and we have to set a premise, okay? Now, if you have a notebook, please get it out. Please look at it. This may get a little bit confusing if you are not taking notes on this and you are not fully listening, because this is going to get pretty deep today, okay? Now, one thing we need to understand and we need to lay a foundation for is that the Ashipu priests, who were they? As we already talked about last week, the Ashipu were the exorcists. This was the priestcraft, the priest group of Samaria, all right? One thing you need to realize is that around the time of 2900 BC and 2700 BC, there was a taking over of the Sumerian culture, the Sumerian civilization, by inserting a set of words in their cuneiform tablets, in their texts, that actually were incantations, and they could actually bring what you would want to call spirits forward. They can manifest things. Remember, your tongue can give life and it can give death, all right? And that even happens today, all right? And we're going to get into that because the book of Revelation explains it at the very end. So, the Ashipu priests, they were actually ordered by the deity known as Enki-Ea. Enki-Ea was the author himself, the god of wisdom and exorcism. Who is Enki-Ea, though? Enki-Ea, who is the author over the Ashipu, these priests of Mesopotamia that wrote these things down in cuneiform records, forming their lore, their exorcistic and magical lore. Enki-Ea is none other than Yah. All right? Later on within the understanding of these people. So that is